I'm starting to just love... I think it's more expensive. But I'm starting to love directly into and out of conveyors. This feels kind of natural to me. I wonder if this is what other people do in this game. Okay, chat. Front seat question. If you play Satisfactory, when you are feeding or removing from a machine in this game, do you go into a conveyor or a belt? Front seat question. Conveyor or belt is the only thing I'm asking. Conveyor or belt? Horse. Hazy. You can also say neither if you'd like. So down here, we are feeding this machine with a belt. We are exiting onto a belt. That's B. That's belt option. Up here, we are feeding via a conveyor. Removing via a conveyor. A conveyor is a belt? Sure, it is a belt. It functions like a belt. It has belt somewhere in the name, probably, even. No, it even doesn't. It doesn't even have a belt in the name. You mean belts are lifts? Wait, what did I say? Oh, I said conveyor, which is just the first word of conveyor lift. Okay. So lift or belt? Lift or belt? Belt? Hot take. I think using a lift, aka a conveyor, makes a lot of fucking sense. I think it's less clicking overall. It's definitely less clicking overall. Right? Less clicking, less room for error? It's probably more expensive, but I think it's less clicking, less room for error. Like, especially because they make it really easy to place a, they make it really easy to place a lift on a machine. Like, if you put a machine down and you have a lift, it's so easy to just place one. And then it's really easy to place a splitter directly on that. There's no needing to line it up. I started playing this game a few days ago. It's consumed my life. Hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna make all of these Mark V, and frankly, this should be as well, because we don't want to limit it on the output side of things when it is not limited on the input. This should not matter, but we'll do a couple of those that way. Of course, Tama as well. Yeah. Now I'm sitting here being like, there's probably a Phase 5 piece of technology that makes all this obsolete. I don't think so, though. I think we finally have gotten access to, like, every piece of technology in the game, basically. Like, we can see at least where it gets unlocked, which is really a big step. Okay, so this goes under here somewhere. I don't remember. Right there. Just double check that it is Mark V, yes. Okay, that should keep our concrete on the bus, which is Mark V, going at a good rate. And hopefully, eventually that will back up and there will be some stored in here. None currently, though. Okay, if there's none currently stored in there, we should probably check one of these as well. Evo says, in Streamlabs, I can also see the ranking of where people are for watch time. I'm in 8th place, not counting the bots in chat. Damn. That's information we can weaponize. I think I'm in 2nd, only to Mars. Are you including me as a bot, Tony? That's a minor Mark II. So it's putting out 150, and we have 3 machines using 45. I passed Hub recently, not including you, Ryan. You're always there. It's true. Okay, so 150 at minor Mark II. What does minor Mark III do? We need more turbo motors. I have to go put turbo motors in depot. Or at least check on it. If something is wrong there. Watch time, baby. If you're worried about, like, Katilla's sitting there worried about how your watch time numbers could have been better if you had joined earlier, or, you know, there's people like Tony and Mars and Evo who are going to be really hard, if not impossible to catch. Don't worry. I'm here to tell you that although it looks like the individual members of chat are being ranked by their loyalty via a bot that we have in chat that tells you, hey, how long have you watched the stream for? Although it looks like they're being ranked objectively in chat, I'm here to tell you that I rank each of you subjectively inside of my mind every day. Don't worry, you may be an objectively at one spot on the list in Streamlabs' documents, but inside of my head, you move up and down all the time. Bye, Temple. Thanks so much for being here. Okay, so if we make each of these faster with these, they take 112 per minute. This thing can chuck out... Shit. These things can chuck out 300 per minute. So 3 machines would be a little bit too little. But it also feeds our dimensional depot, so we should probably make that thing work. Okay, we need more power shards, unfortunately, which sucks. So we're going to go grab a couple power slugs from somewhere. I don't have it researched yet. I probably almost have it researched over there. But I need 10 power shards to make it happen. Shit. Well, that's kind of funny. I need power shards to research how to make power shards. Fuck. Hush, I want to feel good about having wasted over 600 hours. Ryan, yes or no? Are we ranked subjectively by how often we type? Bilbo Baggins is my answer to that. AKA, I like half as much as you, twice as much as you deserve. Huh? No, I'm just kidding. I mean, my honest to goodness, no memes, no just trying to be entertaining thoughts on this matter is, if I were telling you my confidence levels in, it's been 5 years, right? I am still fucking stunned that anybody has longer than like 100 hours watch time. Because I spend like 100 hours with myself and I get annoyed. I spend 200 hours with myself and I get real annoyed. Where the fuck are the power slugs? What about those of us who basically never type? I know, the lurkers. It's crazy. The lurkers. Lurkers make up a big part of stream. Ryan, to be clear, wait, we are not saying we don't get annoyed. I know, but you guys are so generally, like, generous about the fact that if you do get annoyed, you also forgive. Or if you do get annoyed, you use it to make interesting conversation or entertainment happen on stream. So, you know. I'm not going to make that shit. To me, it just feels surreal that anybody would do more than like 100 hours of watch time. 100 feels like I'm asking a lot. And I think you're honestly like... Yeah, I don't know. I think it is kind of rare to have... All right, let's go check this real quick. Repairs needed. It's turbo motors. Of course it is. I think it's really rare to find a place you want to spend 100 hours. So I just feel grateful. Feel grateful, feel lucky. Yeah, we're going to get this hard drive. We're petitioning the mods to have spoiler chat renamed Oh My God, Why, Just Why. Listen, we were on our feel-good soapbox. Let me have this for 2 seconds. You usually stream during my workday, so it's background noise / respite from work. Okay, exclamation Venus. Listen, I'm aware that the other half of the conversation, one half of the conversation is I truly think these are like the kindest people on the internet, and so many of you have been so kind to me so repeatedly for so long. It's truly mind-boggling. I know that the other half of that conversation is a lot of you are here and barely paying attention most of the time. And I'm here to just say I'm really grateful for that. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for lurking on your and putting me on your fourth monitor. Probably should build this someplace that isn't right here, but whatever. Fourth monitor in this economy? I mean background noise in the nicest way. Trust me, I take it in the nicest way. I'm truly only allowed to do my job because some people choose to put me on the third and fourth monitor. So thank you. Thank you. You're definitely second monitor worthy. Anytime you hear me talking about urine or breast milk, it's just an attempt to get moved from third monitor to second. That's all I got to say. In the best way, I hope you know that I put on these streams sometimes intending it to be second monitor activity, then end up doing nothing else for hours. Whoops. That's exactly what I was saying. For me, it's usually on my phone, propped up on a stand on my desk. Well, thank you guys for being here. Seriously. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I feel so lucky to get to do this. And I'll do my best to keep you entertained. And screaming at the screen a little bit, occasionally. Ah, you can dismantle these, but you can't dismantle it if it contains items. That sucks. Okay, I need power shards, and I need them fucking... I mean, yeah. Power shards, I need them yesterday. Yesterday, I say. Oh, I see it. This ought to be interesting, chat. Don't fall off the waterfall, please. Don't get shot to death by Charmander. Ah! We're dodging. That wasn't sketchy at all. Did you finish the game, Maddie, yesterday? You finished Satisfactory? Oh my god, how are you feeling? You said you're taking a break from it, which I do find funny. It does feel like Satisfactory is probably one of those games where it's like you finish it and a small part of you, or maybe even a large part of you, is like, thank Christ I can put this game down. I love this game. I am also going to be very happy to put it down for a week or two when I finish it. Blueprints videos get primary screen while I eat. Sometimes it's hard not to spit out my food, but I manage. Hey, listen. Recently, I think I've definitely been killing, and by definitely, I mean I hope to God I've been killing it. I feel like recently in Blueprints, my gaming has gotten a lot better. Not to be clear, when you start on the bottom, there's not a lot of places to go but up. But I feel like we've really been like clicking on all cylinders recently. Ah, those are fucking monsters. Firing or clicking? You're right. You're right. We have clicking is weird. Clicking is absolutely weird. We're gonna die here. We're gonna fucking die here. I don't know where they all went. Oh, there's one. Ah! I really need to catch up on Blueprints. I'm so far behind. First off, I don't know that you need to catch up. You can catch up whenever you choose to. Here's my question, and I have not actually asked this question yet, so I think it's probably about time. Small Blueprints front seat question here. If you're caught up currently, how much more Blueprints would you say that I have to play? We're like 57 episodes in or something like that. I know I'm sure it will depend on how things go. Oh, hello. Just a general time estimation between many and a lot. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Get up into a tree. I need to eat something. Okay, they're still alive. Still alive. Leave me alone. You're dead. I think the better play is just to send these guys over the edge. But it's really hard to see to make that happen. Maybe 30 or 40 hours. Okay, okay. We assuming big brain or small brain? It's me. Assume small brain. You want an estimate? I mean, I'd say maybe at least as much as you did so far. Maybe half as much as you did so far. Maddie says it's relieving to finally do it. You motivated me to get back to working on it. Watching you learn it and doing an amazing job, honestly. Thank you, thank you. Exclamation hubs. Oh my god, Evo is becoming unstoppable with this power. Okay. So I have enough to make... If that's not 10, it's relatively close. It's 10. Let's go. I'd guess you're about around the halfway region. That's mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. Cool. All right. That's probably enough to at least get us started on the potential production of new power shards. The thing that scares the shit out of me is that people said, quote unquote, I don't really make power shards in my game. Nope, 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 nope. Fuck, fuck, fuck. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I have an inhaler somewhere. Where is it? I'm really worried this is going to be a dog shit recipe as soon as I make it. I don't want to give you my day count or how many hours played. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, I appreciate that. I love the little tiny, like, rough estimates. I feel like that's really useful to me to get to know how much Basically just to know, like, do I need to start planning a new series immediately, or do I have time to... Oh my god, it's hell here. I'm gonna fucking die again. Are we out of ammo? We're out of ammo? Oh boy. Ah. Fucking hit me. I did the wrong one. Shit. Ah. Okay. We're alive. All the things are happening at once. It's bad. We need more homing rifle ammo, which takes normal rifle ammo. I think I saw the Matrix for a little bit. You did. I accidentally hit this button. Saw the Matrix for a moment. Ah, gosh. I'm going to miss you guys the next week. GGSD. So what's the lore for this one, Ryan? Good game, suck dick. Wow. Okay. Okay. Is Mars here? Does Mars remember? GGSD. So I think it also... I have an idea, but I don't know that it's right. Which is that I'm pretty sure what happened is Megan didn't know so many of the, like... When I first started streaming on Twitch a couple years ago, Megan is not really a gamer. Like, she doesn't know the, like, online speak. So GG's is a thing she had to learn. And people were always typing GGS. And she had to learn that GG meant good game. She thought it was, like, good game something. She did not really comprehend that. I'm pretty sure somebody just typed GGS, but then accidentally hit D on the end of it. And Megan was like, what does that stand for? Good game, suck dick. And I was like, no. But kind of, yes. Sometimes you're saying GG at the end of the game, and what you really mean is like, you suck, I beat you. And so, is that what happened, Mars? Thank God. Another tiny little piece of Megan lore is that when you type lol in chat, that little face that pops up, Megan, for like a year, was like, Mars basically, in her head, Mars looks like the lol emote. Because she'd never met Mars at that point. And Mars was typing lol all the time. Every time she was talking in chat, Mars was typing it. So she just started to imagine him that way. GGSD, by the way. Good game, suck dick. All right, this gets us like 700 ammo. I can't believe you'd say Megan isn't a gamer. She's always gaming. It's true that Megan is always winning games, but she really had not participated a lot in online gaming culture. And so had a lot to learn. And you know what? She had a lot to learn when I started streaming. And people like Mars, and more specifically Seb, had a lot to teach her about what online... Where was this power slug at? This way? Right here. All right, you bitches, I'm back. I'm back, and I'm here to kill you this time. Where is it? Somewhere over here. There you are. Die, 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 die. Let me get this thing and get out. I don't want to be here. Ah! It's fucking... Get me out of here. Ryan, you made that sound so creepy. I mean, it was almost every stream, mostly Seb, that Seb was saying stuff like anal beads or roofs mavor or... Haha. I see you. No, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. RIP roast mavor, by the way. RIP exclamation BO. Exactly. What is LOL actually? Because to me, it looks like Travis Willingham. It looks like Travis Willingham. That's funny. That's really funny. Who is it? I don't know who it is. Okay, as a new critter, I am really liking the idea that that would be Travis Willingham, though. I'm really enjoying that. When I first joined Twitch, I 100% thought it was Travis. Oh, I think that's a Mercer sphere over there. Oh, it's spiders. Oh, it's spiders. Oh, fuck me sideways with a stick. It's spiders! Fucking die. I need a flamethrower. I need to burn this whole island, this whole place down. It's Total Biscuit. That sounds like the right name of the person. Imagine choking on farts in your sleep and dying. See, there's so many. It's been 5 years of long conversations. 80% of which I don't remember. 80% of which were from before I had a kid, so I really don't remember them. I don't remember that. That's for sure. Base is that way, yeah? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I just want this tiny power shard. No, that's going to hit me. What is that? Cooling systems? Uh-oh. I could probably do cooling systems. Can I not make cooling systems in a handcrafter? Only in a blender, that's why. Oh my god, there's a thing right here. Oh my god, stop hitting me. No. I think they're hitting me through the rock. You can dodge as you grab it. There we go. I think this might be a Mercer sphere. Look through the window and witness a... Aw, exclamation Affy. Yo, I miss Affy. Some of these people I don't miss, but I miss Affy. Some of these commands are named after people I don't particularly miss, but I miss Affy for sure. That is part of the problem with commands like this, is that like sometimes they're great members of the community for a long time. Sometimes they're great members of the community for 2 weeks. Almost all of them are great members of the community. Occasionally you get somebody you're like, oh, well, I forgot that asshole had a name. I'm teasing. There are a couple, though, and I will not be telling you which ones. We're going the wrong way. Fuck, we're going the wrong way. Fine. We'll figure it out. No comment. Exclamation, Addy. I must say you really like games where you were alive for less than a minute before restarting. It's kind of funny because like some of these people, like they dropped in for like so little time overall. The instant worry when you say that. I can't believe that jerk Carly got a command. Never again, I'll tell you that much. No, it's like I mean, truly 99.9% of the people are awesome. But when you have a, you know, when you encounter that many people, occasionally you're going to get one that's, you know, things end up not going the right way. And not even like necessarily, some people are buttholes, but also some people are just like, they and I don't see eye to eye, or like they and someone else don't see eye to eye, or whatever, you know. Not Carly slander in the big 2025. Evo, can you okay, can you explain that to me? Can you explain that to me? You know mansplaining? Can you explain what you just said to me? What is the big 2025? The big year 2025? Oh, I went the wrong way. I needed to go down. Shit. You've never heard that before? Nah. Quiet down, peepaw? All right. That was aimed at Mars, not at me. Never mind, I support it. So I need to do right in here. Finally, we need to research how to make power slugs via synthetically. I need time crystals. They're in the, and quartz crystals. They're in the dimensional depot, but they're not in my hand. In the year of our Lord 2025 has a similar feeling to me, but I'm not a native speaker, so what do I know? And the year of our Lord 2025, though, has the opposite thing going for it, where it's like, that's a thing, that's a, you know, saying something is from the year of our Lord 2025 means that, like, you're borrowing a phrase from, like, the 40s. I don't, like, it's like forever ago. In the big 2025, I've never heard that before. So so my assumption is that it must be new, aka like the same but opposite, like a way to refer to a year, very similar phrasing, but so new that I've never even heard of it. I have 28, I need 100. You were just complaining it was young people lingo, then I use old people words and you still complain. Oh, okay. I misspoke. I hope it was not coming across as complaining. It was more my impression is in the year of our Lord is so ancient. I'm probably never going to be the person who is saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe! Have you heard what the kids have made up this year to say the same old shit we've all been saying for years?" Because I'm not the kind of person who's like, "Get off my lawn," use the phrase the rest of us have been using instead of using whatever you're coming up with. I think if young people want to come up with new ways to say old shit, they should. And because I'm terrified of missing out, and frankly, I exist on the internet and I like to remain abreast of these things, I'm going to be knocking down their door being like, "Hey, can you explain what this means to me? Hey, I will absolutely be Urban Dictionarying this later. What does that word mean?" Somebody who's on my lawn, I'd be livid, though. Why? 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 What's that? What's that vine of the preacher just going, "Why? What is he saying? People know what I'm saying, right? Why? 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 Is he saying why? What is he saying? My dogs bark. It's a whole thing. Quartz crystal over here, right? I'm a millennial. I can't afford a lot. I thought I'd be able to keep up with the kids, but sometimes the middle schoolers I teach say things and I'm completely lost. You do what you want with that. Some people I think are like, I don't need to get into the weeds on it, you know? Like if I was a middle school teacher as my day job and a kid came to me while I'm trying to shove Algebra 2 down their unwilling throats and they said to me, Ohio skibbity riz. An inside part of me might break in a way that never gets fixed. And I understand that. However, I fall very, very far on the other end of the spectrum for some reason. I'm not trying to take credit for this, but it is my absolute pleasure to go to cross-country practice and to surprise the kids by knowing exactly what the fuck they're saying when they're speaking in their lingo that they don't think we're going to understand. It is my absolute favorite thing to like get one over on them, to be like, to understand and comprehend what they are saying in a way that they are not expecting. It's so fun. It's so fun. Ohio skibbity riz sounds like a young rich spell. They're casting a spell, indeed. Start research. Power shard, done. Let's see.
Research completed.
Moment of truth.
Synthetic power shard recipe unlocked. Exchanging regular exercise and filtered fresh air with automation is just the kind of progress FICSIT likes to see.
No, this is bad. This is very bad. It takes time crystals and dark matter crystals, quartz crystals, and excited photonic matter to make a fucking power shard. There's no way. It gives off dark matter residue. There's simply no way. Produced in nothing. Produced in nothing. He thought it'd be easy. I hoped it'd be easier than that. That was not worth it. There's no way I'll ever make one of those. Alien power matrix. Intricate condensed matter matrix is used to enhance the output of the alien power augmenter. Perfect. Initially developed in efforts to create a human-made summer sloop. Alien power matrix cannot sustain the extra dimensional energy connected. Takes 100 of these fuckers, though. Singularity cells, I can't even make that yet. It's researched soon. Check a hard drive in here. All right, let me clean my inventory out. Okay, we can make more power shards. We'll go back over and we'll fix our concrete. And then time to just keep on going. Damn it. I'm so sad that didn't work out like I hoped it would. I'm going to have to keep hunting these things. It's totally just more worth it for me to spend my time hunting them down. One of the sixth graders got really into Hamilton this year, and I felt like that "Don't cite the deep magic to me" quote. Yeah, is there any pleasure greater than the moment a young child realizes you are greater than the category they had shoved you into, than the little box they'd shoved you into? To me, it's so fun. It's so fun to be like having a conversation with a kid, or you know, be it my like 5-year-old nephew, or be it like the kids I coach at cross country, and for them to be like, for some way for them to be like, you understand this? It is also kind of, at this point, one of my favorite ways to get kids who are quiet at cross country to sort of open up a little bit is they'll be like, you know, if they're quiet, I'll be like, what have you been up to this summer? And here's the key. No matter what they have been up to this summer, there is one answer that will basically get a reaction from them no matter what. Like if you were to ask a bunch of 10 to 12-year-olds what they've been up to all summer, there is one answer that will basically get a response no matter what. Have you been anywhere? Like, have you traveled anywhere? Have you been? What have you been up to? Have you just been hanging out with friends? The question is, been hanging around the house playing Fortnite? Because if they have, they'll talk to you about it. If they haven't, they'll let you know that, of course not. They're too old and complex and complicated for Fortnite at 12 years old. Hi, Ion Master. How's it going? Got a little question. If any of you don't mind helping me out very slightly. We could try. If it's about Satisfactory, this is probably not the place to put it. Just because we don't tend to talk about, like, answering gaming questions in the game right now. Because it might spoil stuff for me or for somebody else. But it's something else. Yeah, that's a little bit more concrete. We're still not making enough concrete on this belt. How do you do, my fellow Fortnite players? How do you do, my fellow Fortnite players? Okay, there's supposed to be more concrete somewhere over here. It's a question relating to the phase 2 to 3 transition. So you could either hop into the Discord spoilery chat, or see if somebody here is willing to chat with you about it. That one's a dead end. Where the hell is the rest of this concrete? I know there's more concrete over here. Ryan, have any of your XC kids ever figured out you stream? No, and I will be doing everything I can to keep it that way. No, I tend to not really talk about what I do. I also don't really talk about... That's 600 per minute. That's too much. These things can only do 115. Oh, this has a summer sloop in it. Okay. That's not right. This can only do 112. Oh my god, I'm already out of power shards again. You've got to be kidding me. This could use more power shards too. Fuck. What are you gonna do when they find out? Who says they're gonna find out? I mean, first off, you have to click a little thing when you start watching this Twitch channel that says, hey, I'm older than 18. They'd get banned? They'd absolutely get banned, yeah. Absolutely. Plot twist, I'm one of your XC kids. It didn't stop surprise. That's true. God damn it, I can't believe I need more power shards. This is just gonna keep me from working on other things. Okay, how many Satisfactory... Who's the Satisfactory, like, holy triumvirate? It's like Shammy, Mog, and Formy, really. Between those three, I think we may only have Formy here today. I'm probably missing some people, too, on that list. Just 54. Mog's here? We're all here! My bad, guys. Shows how well I've been reading chat. All right, of the holy triumvirate, there are many other of you as well, and I care about all your opinions. Thoughts on whether or not it would make sense for me to get power shards off camera in the future? I really hate to quote unquote waste our time, and or by waste our time I basically mean I have a limited amount of hours of stream per week. I hate to waste that time chasing down power shards. And now that I know that I don't think I'm going to be buying or using the recipe. Thoughts on that? It's a little bit of map exploration, which I know people can like, but it's also a ton of killing enemies and retracing old footsteps and running across the entire map. And thoughts? I guess it's still fun to watch you find them, but yeah, it does get a little long. There's so many other games to play. Yeah, and it's also just like not anything particularly new. Like we've done a ton of looking around the map in the past. I'd try to stick to areas that I've been before, but I'm sure there's still plenty of stuff to find in areas that I've been before that I've not found yet. But you do it in YouTube bonus episode format. That's true. Oh, that's a spider. Oh, fuck. Blew it to smithereens, though. Oh, yeah. Spiders on spiders. I'm here for the streamer, not the gameplay. Otherwise, I'd have left in 2022. You've had some fun adventures searching them out. I'd vote do it on stream. My only concern with doing anything off-stream exploration-wise is there are small things it would be funny to see your reaction to if you ever find them. I'd be heartbroken. I wouldn't be heartbroken if you did. Okay, okay. Yeah. Well, and frankly, like... I probably just need to get my heart set on the idea... Oh, shit. I fell down. I probably just need to get my heart set on the idea... Fuck me, dude. Oh, my God. There's a big one. That I don't need to use power shards. I can always just build more machines if need be. Summer Sloops is a little different, and Mercer Spheres is definitely different, but Power Shards is just a little... The problem is I feel like I spend 2 hours back at the factory, and then I spend an hour going to get stuff. Which is bad for plans, but I don't know. I guess it could be fun for watching. If you were up for doing it, I don't know how hard it was for you to do. Recording bits for YouTube videos like FICSIT would work. That's true. That is kind of the best of both worlds. Like, if you want to seek it out, you can find it. If not... Good point. It's a good point. Where is this shit? Aha! Hello. Would you like some front seating about how much time in greater, less than format other streamers have spent gathering power shards? Sure. I'm into that, yeah. We have one MAM research complete. We're gonna chuck it down because I think we have a second one here. No, we didn't get the second one because it required an item we didn't have. Turbo motors. Fuck. I wonder how... I don't know. I wonder how exploration holds up for a second playthrough. I feel like I would love to play this game with, like the second time playing this game for me... And I'm sure this is very different for different people because this is the nature of video gaming. People just have they love different parts of the same whole thing. And forgive me if I've said this before. I feel like for me, a second playthrough of this game, I would be much more interested in rebuilding a factory and climbing a technology tree, if you will. More so than needing to go around and get more of the spiders, by the way. Spiders in chat. Exclamation spiders. Rather than getting collecting power shards, Mercer spheres, summer sloops. But I guess at that point, you just look it up. You just look up where to do it. You do it relatively quickly. But I'd still, like, you have to craft ammo. You have to do all this stuff. I don't know. Ah! Lag. Exclamation away. Uh-oh. Is this for Mog? What Mog was trying to say? I haven't really looked at chat yet. Or was it something else? Mog tried to give me some information, which I am I'm down for. I'm front seatable. But I don't want to go looking into chat if there's stuff in there I shouldn't see. Mog, would you mind restating whatever you were saying? No worries, Farinator. No worries. There's a power shard over here. Is it low? Fuck, that scared me. Holy shit, you gave me a heart attack. You could spend 8+ hours of slug gathering on stream very easily. I believe that. I 100% believe that. This one in the upper left-hand corner of my map, there's something trying to attack. The radar in the upper left-hand corner of my map has 53 power slugs available to find in the radar area. That's just power slugs. I'd spend 2 hours chasing down this. That one's got 62. This one's got 54. I could spend 2 hours just chasing down the 54, the 8, the 3, and the 3 inside of this thing. And maybe I still wouldn't get them all. Frankly, with as much as I talk, I probably wouldn't get them all. That's the part of it that I'm like, damn, it would be a minute. There. I think that's it, probably, if I had to guess. Careful of spiders. They tend to be... Nope, we're good. There's another front seat that would help with slugs, but it's a bit more of a direct front seat. Okay. Can I ask a question about potential front seat? Does it also affect summer sloop / Mercer sphere / hard drive? Yes or no, or which ones of those it does or does not affect? Because this is kind of like what we were doing, hazy-ish. Okay. It's a fucking spider again. God damn it. Sorry, I don't need to go that way. We're kind of at that point in the game where so we've done our best for a very long time at this point, right? To try and get a thorough understanding of... Where is this? Is it down again? Is it on the other side? How do I phrase this? One of my main aims in this game so far has been to get a good feeling of like what it would be like to play this game blind start to finish, or at least relatively close to start to finish. Like a thorough glimpse at the game. Aha. Aha! All the way through without backseating, wiki usage, outside help, etc. That said, that's our starting aim. However, sometimes towards the end of a game, I'm human like anyone else. We actually just did this with Dredge. In Dredge, we reached a moment where I was like, rather than being as thorough as possible, I think I will cut some of the content of the game in order to enjoy it as much as possible. I would say I am leaning towards not cutting content in this game. If I were to get power shards, dimensional depots, and or summer sloops and hard drives in particular off camera in some more efficient way, that might actually increase my ability to enjoy looking through alternate recipes and enjoy the time that I do have on stream getting to play. Like, if we play this game about once a week, about 4 to 6 hours, spending 2 of those hours chasing something down is a little less than ideal. That's the trade-off I'm kind of imagining right now. I'm not committed to it, but that's the trade-off I'm kind of imagining. We have, I don't know how many alternate recipes left to find. I don't know if we'll find all of them, but one way that, probably the only way we ever would find all of those alternate recipes, or a lot of those alternate recipes, would be if I did a lot of off-screen grinding for hard drives and other materials. And if I'm gonna do it off stream, I may, or maybe even on stream, I may do that with some like front seating to make that more efficient. Because at some point, the inefficiency of something like that, which is more about like front seating how to design my factory, I feel like would steal the soul away from my factory and the soul away from my experience playing the game, right? Getting front seat help on how to find items that I'm gonna have to find either way and doing it more efficiently. Fucking spiders, dude. Might not steal the soul of the game. It may keep the soul of the game alive. In a way. Keep the soul of my enjoyment alive. I don't know. About time saving, not how to play. Yeah. Fucking, they're everywhere, dude. They're everywhere. I don't know. This is very interesting. This is all very interesting. I love conversations like this. You know why I love conversations like this? Spiders, by the way. Because to me, conversations about this are mostly about what level of thoughtfulness do I want to bring to my experience of the game? What level of thoughtfulness do I want to bring to what I'm trying to get from this? I think games have a tendency, not always, but a slight tendency as a like cultural art style, whatever, of being sometimes a little bit more like, I play the game for 2 hours before bed, I turn my brain off, I just do my thing. I obviously really enjoy being like, if we prioritize this, does this... So let's clarify here. So Shammy, I'm gonna make sure I understand. Shammy is saying there's another front seat that would help with slugs, but it is a direct front seat. It would be time saving, not quote unquote how to play. And it is hazy about whether or not it would help with hard drives, Summer Sloop, Mercer Sphere. I lean towards yes. But I wouldn't do it if spoiler chat in general was like, no, I really don't think he should. Then I wouldn't do it. But otherwise, I think I lean towards yes, finding out what that is. There's a lizard dog right there. Is our lizard dog... Oh, records heavy mod frame. I feel like we had a lizard dog like right here that we trained. Oh my god, these machines are loud as shit. We should probably turn those down eventually. Okay. Currently spoilery chatting. Sounds good. You guys are the best. Thanks for caring so much to try and figure this out. I have 2, 5. It's not a lot, but it is enough to solve my problem, right? And yellow is the second best. Blue is the worst. So I only have 9. Several people are chatting. Here's the other thing I would add to this conversation. Sorry, I know you guys are currently chatting. I do think the risk of the alternate risk is not the risk. The trade-off is probably more closely if Ryan gets help finding power shards and or hard drives, he may be able to do some more looking at alts in the game. If he does not get help finding hard drives, he may just not be able to look at the ults on this playthrough. Because I don't think it's sustainable to just... like, I don't think at this rate I would probably go for finding all of the ults on my own time. Although I should check this one. This is the one that's hard modular frames? Maybe? Let's go. Several people are chatting. Man, I love video games. I just do. All right, let's go see about this power slave. On a completely and... yeah, never mind. A completely other note, I was gonna say nothing. We're leaning towards hinting at it. The other option we could always do is we could do like we've done in other games, where it's like you guys could, if it's something in game that I can discover, you could help point me towards discovering it, which often, not always, but often helps you still get to see me discover something without just being directly told, rather than a like, hey, your final destination is Kroger, take 2 rights, then a left to get there. It'd be more like, hey, the front seat driving would be more like, hey, take a left here, take a right here, and then think about where you've ended up, kind of situation. You've got us in a very intense conversation about what to tell you. I love it. I feel so honored that you guys care that much. That's amazing. That's so cool. Thank you. Mog's come up with a perfect comment. What else is new? Mog, perfect comment. We want to lead you to the answer but not tell you. That tends to work really, really well for... like, we did that so successfully on, like, Ocarina of Time, for instance. Like, to me, that is so much fun for me. It's up to you guys if you want to do that work, though. I know that's work. I must be the luckiest person on the fucking internet, dude. I think it must be true. That one's already been done. There's a power slug over here somewhere, but I don't know where. Up here? Yep. Oh! Do we need to compile Satisfactory? Oh my god, wait. Before you do anything. I have an idea. Before you do anything, I think I have maybe found an answer to it. I loved all the hints spoiler chat gave for Tunic. Honestly, Tunic was one of those good ones too. Before you do anything, I have an idea. Part of my problem right now is power shards, right? I have just unlocked the ability to craft synthetic power shards. I wonder if one of the solutions, rather than going and finding power shards or paying the very expensive is this what you guys were suggesting? Or going to suggest? Front seat, yeah, front seat. Damn it, no Mercer spheres. There's no way. You could buy hard drives? What? Not our suggestion. It cost 10 coupons for 10 power shards, which is not amazing. One hard drive for 100 is fucking ridiculous, by the way. What are the other things I need? Hard drives. There's no way you can buy summer sloops. Okay, not our suggestion. Okay. Okay, perfect. I'm glad I had that thought, though. I'm glad I had that thought. And I can't always do that if I really need to. Okay. I should have enough to make that concrete run, so I'm going to start going back now. I'm watching them try and craft the best way to do this, and meanwhile, I'm just like, damn, I don't know what any of these words mean. Hell yeah, I'm on board. I'm on board for whatever. It sounds like Spoiler Chat is maybe crafting some sort of hint. I'm on board to receive that. If you guys are willing to give it, I'm very on board to see it. Very on board. We currently have a vote going on. Now. We got to a vote? We all know what I'm about to say. This has never been a democracy. Oh, you're voting between hints. Okay. I was going to say, you've teased me. Now I'm curious. And now I'm like, please don't vote not to do it now. Now I'm fucking dying of curiosity over here. We're doing something, we just don't know what yet. Ah! I missed the line. It's fine. Now my vote has changed. As soon as I said it's not a democracy. Oh my god, I need to remember. Check. I'm still really not getting used to the fact that Megan is now like in work all day without access to her phone most of the time. And so I am responsible for making sure that daycare is not being like, hey, your daughter shit her pants and we need you to come pick her up. She did shit her pants today, but she did not. But they decided to keep her. Let's go. There's a people vote that Shammy decides on the best of the hints. Go Shammy. Like father, like daughter, by the way. You have words for me? I'm ready whenever you are, Shammy. Okay. We did all of that to get power shards to go over to this thing. Even from day one, we don't make power shards by hand. Even from day one, we don't make... I keep hitting the wrong button. Even from day one, we don't make power shards by hand. Speak the words, Stormlight reference. Seeing Ryan flail through the menus. Dude, I just kept opening photo mode. O and P are right beside each other. Okay, to me that has to be a hint at constructor versus crafting bench. So I'm making them by hand using crafting bench. Okay, I think I figured it out. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. Oh, what the fuck? I did photo mode again. It's probably this. Is it related to output multiplier? Front seat. Fuck. That does make a lot of sense. Take one power slug to make 2 power shards instead of 1. Oh, no. All right, chat, let's estimate. How many power shards do you think I have made by hand in the last 228 hours of this game that could have been doubled? Oh, fuck. Last week you asked if we make shards by hand, thinking of synth shards. This is why you gotta know, because you never make them by hand, because you make them That's funny, because what I was trying to ask last week was more, do you use the synthetic shards recipe rather than crafting them using stuff you find in the wild? But I now know what you mean. Wait, I didn't know that. I always made them all by hand? Better question is how many tamas? Yeah, there's probably been at least 3 tamas per power shard. Shit. Oh, boy. I'm happy I didn't just right now make these into power shards first. But I did make all those other ones. The Mercer spheres, I can't... Does this apply to anything else? I can't do it with... I can't make Mercer spheres. I can't make hard drives. I can't make summer sloops, so it doesn't matter for any of those. So at least there's that. Oh, boy. You specifically phrased it by hand. Oh, this would not be the first time that I have very, very badly phrased a front seat question. This wouldn't be the first or the last time I have very badly phrased a front seat question. I think what we'll do here is just put this here. Have it sit here constantly. Power it up. Give it summer sloops. I can keep the rest of the summer sloops in my inventory. Then chuck over this. And we can switch recipes. Huh. On that bombshell, I have to go cook. Enjoy the rest of stream. I just have a bad feeling in my stomach right now about this. Wait, did that make 2? Ah! I keep going into fucking photo mode. I'm just trying to search for power shard. This should make 4, as opposed to 2. It's a constructor, so it can only have 1. Yellow power slug. Shout out to Spoiler Chat, though. This playthrough started out rough with backseating. These days, Satisfactory streams are a breeze with how thoughtful everyone is about spoilers and hints. Yo, you're right about that. Shout out. We really lucked out. We really, really lucked out in terms of, like, how kind people have been. Damn. Yeah, that's going to cut my time in half. Hopefully that front seat will improve your enjoyment without essentially telling you how to play. No, because you... No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you. Thank you, guys. That's perfect. Because it's something I immediately knew. Crafting by hand, what would be the advantage of putting in a constructor versus a crafting machine that you craft by hand? Well, the only advantage is you can overclock and output multiply a fucking machine. And for something like this, where you have to find every individual thing, you're not trying to hit a ratio, you're just trying to make more of it. Damn. I'm just sick at my... I'm just thinking I have probably collected... Is there... Okay, front seat question. Is there a way in-game to tell how many power shards I have... power slugs I have collected? Is there a way to tell? Because I would love to know. Like, if there was a, like... Hey, you've collected... You've built this many walls. You've done... Not that I can think of. I would love to know. And by love to know, I would be so scared to know. Because 100%, I've probably handcrafted like 200 power shards, which would be 400 power shards, which would be way different. Ah. It's nothing you didn't know. It's not something you didn't know. It's just something you didn't piece together. 100%. 100%. And so, I will say, so often with blind playthroughs, that's kind of the thing that ends up biting me in the ass. Is like, I piece one thing together, but not related to the second thing. And that causes problems, you know? Or like, I know that piece of information. I just did not think it through for that specific use case. Huh. Man. Now I'm just sitting here being like, what else do I absolutely need to summer sloop? I don't know. Okay, so that should make more concrete. We should have more concrete generally on the belt. That should help with maybe backing some up. We have some backed up. This was a journey I started like 2 hours ago. Now that there's some backed up, that means there's some in this storage over here. Now that there's some in this storage over here, that means I can grab a couple hundred and go build our factory a little easier. Jesus Christ. What a journey. What a journey. I love factory games. I just got lost in the sauce for 2 hours because I didn't have as much concrete in my inventory as I would have liked. I had to revamp all of our concrete production at least a little bit. Along the way, I had to learn what I'm doing with my power shards. It's inefficient. We felt like you were ready for that, quote unquote, because you asked to save time. Yeah, for sure. Well played. Well played.